What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. It's time for some retro gaming. Hey, I just picked up this SEGA Genesis Retro Mini Game Kit, and if you stick around, I'm going to tell you how you might be able to win one for free. So stay tuned for that. But first of all, this SEGA Genesis game console is not necessarily new to the world of retro gaming. NES and some of those have come out with some of those older consoles that look like the consoles that I remember as a kid. So take a look at that. I totally remember that. I'll be honest, I didn't have a lot of money as a kid, and having a gaming console was a total luxury. You know, going over to my buddies' houses and playing these was super, super awesome. Now, in this box here, this SEGA Genesis, I'm going to keep calling it the SEGA Genesis because that's all I remember it as. You get a power brick here. So here is the cable itself, and as you can see, it's pretty long, but it is micro USB. But what I love about this is that you may not be into gaming, but you probably will remember some of these games. And oh my gosh, here it is. Here is the console, right? And it's got some plastic on it, so I'm going to tear that off. But look at this thing. Dude, that is so cool. I am so nostalgic for this thing right now. I remember this circular kind of like dome-like piece to it. It looks super futuristic. Take a look at this thing. But here's the big difference. It fits in my hand like a Game Boy of this vintage. You know, this was actually like a big thing back in the day. You actually did have a cartridge that would go in here. Look at that. 16-bit. Isn't that funny? They were advertising that was kind of the high end. Power on light right there. Looks like we've got a reset button as well as an on-off switch right here. And then we also have a volume slider right here. We have two USB ports on the front and HDMI out, so that's how you'll connect it to your TV. Micro USB DC in right there. And then on the bottom we have some plastic feet, not overly grippy. But on this side right here we have a door that I'm gonna open up here. So it comes off and there's like nothing there. So I don't know if this was a removable piece back in the day, but I don't see anything there like a SD card slot or anything. So maybe that is just to replicate, you know, a panel that you could access on the original one. I love it. SEGA. And I think on this one, Sonic the Hedgehog was a popular game. All right, HDMI cable. That's nice that it comes with that. Instructions. Oh yeah, booyah! These are the things you're gonna remember. Ooh, and as far as I can tell, they are true one-for-one size. The controllers here. This looks like what I remember. Pretty big. Again, these may be the only piece of this that is actually one-for-one. You've got your pad right there. You've got your buttons A, B, C right there. Start button right up there. How cool is that? Dude, it's like I've gone back in time. And here is the USB connection. So that's how you'll plug these in. Wasn't a USB back in the day. And you do get two controllers. So you and a buddy can play one of the 43 games, I believe, that are preloaded onto this. So that is pretty amazing. So, you know, no cartridges or anything like that. Nope. You just, I mean, they're all just stored on memory on here now. So, I mean, you can literally go back and live those games. You probably already know how to play them. If you are Gen X? Gen X, maybe Gen X. Then this is probably very familiar to you. And the cool thing is, for a lot of us, you know, we didn't get heavy into gaming. We're not Ninja or PewDiePie or anything like that. So all the modern games, you know, we haven't had a lot of time to take them up, learn about them. You know, you're busy with work or life. So these are kind of like no-brainer. Use them, jump on there, play them, enjoy them. You know, so simple that even if you didn't play them as a kid, you're going to figure it out as you go. So that's the point now that we are at, that we got to get this thing hooked up to a TV and try it out. All right, dude, I got it hooked up to my TV here in the Panda Cave, and I'm so crazy stoked. So I got everything, including my controller, set up here already. At the language menu, I am feeling the nostalgia. So, boom, English. You get all those sounds. It was super easy to connect. Look at this. Look at all the games. Space Harrier 2 Golden Axe. There it is, Sonic the Hedgehog, baby. I love the music. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Look at that. Shinobi. Streets of Rage. Man, I had a deprived childhood. Most of these games I don't even know. Virtua Fighter. Alright. Like I said. Oh, Eco the Dolphin? Where's Sonic? There she is. Let's, oh, that's cool. Alright. Release year, 1991. Start. Oh, man. Love it. Oh, I love all the heavy pixelation, you know. Alright. Let's jump. Woo! I own it! I own it! Ah! Ah! Rings, baby, rings! Oops. Ran into the tree. Oh, there we go. Alright. It's gonna take a little while to get into the groove. Oh, there you go. Yeah, baby! Suck it! Oh! Oh, jump, baby! Oh, get those rings. Look at this, man. Like I said, no skill needed. And you can just get right back into this thing. Ooh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Boom! Oh, yeah, I made it. Alright, like I said, this is awesome. Totally takes me back. You can enjoy this like I am. Look at that. This was the original Sonic, dude. Woo! Got them all. Oh! Oh, I didn't see him. Made me lose all my rings. Get that one. Look at this. I'm going to just jump for joy. Yeah! 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 Because I rule. It's pretty cool, man. All right. I'm going to keep trying it out, and if I love it, I'll let you know. All right, dude. So I've been playing around with this thing, and it is amazing. I love it. It totally takes me back to my childhood, and it's not that expensive. For $75, you can get this, hook it up to your TV, be ready to play. When you have some of your buddies over, some of those childhood friends, they are going to die for this. Like I said, $75, $80, something like that, and you can have a little bit of your childhood back. Now, as I mentioned, you might be able to win this one. So, the Peter Von Panda channel is a sponsor of the Detroit Lions podcast, and between now and mid-November, if you donate to them on Patreon, they are going to enter you into a drawing for one of these, courtesy of moi. So we're providing a brand new one in the box, ready to be unboxed and enjoyed, you know, from the plastic to your TV. So go ahead and check out the Detroit Lions podcast and donate to them on the Patreon page. A bunch of great dudes that really need your financial support anyway. Let's keep that podcast going. And if you want to just buy one for yourself because you can't wait for it, check out the link in the description below. Peter Von Panda. Out.